must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Very well. What's in here?
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. Yenna! My cat is Grub. He's shy. I'm not. My mum is called Emery. She went to go get some herbs for her spots. She was sick, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Thank you so much. I don't have anything, and you can't do anything without any coin. I'll pay you back when I find my mum.
You'll be in a big, cozy house soon.
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Not asking for much, just leave to get me started.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
Refugees for hire.
How many
Catchy,
red
right?
caps are in just a man in a handful?
Mate, there is so much wrong with that name. One foot in front of the other.
Been saying that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Never allowed sweet things right before bed.
Welcome to Rivington, South Coast Way, North Worms Crossing.
Walking right now.
Something's on my mind.
We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
See it. It's up there. You've been saying
Someday
that
I
for
will sit
days.
down.
My feet hurt.
Let's
I
move.
know, little one, but you'll be in a big...
When the hell was that?
It felt like a bloody earthquake.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
Light on my feet.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Refugees can't stay here in Rivington. We're a danger to all of us.
We've got diseases
Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh. Another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in. Soon, there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians.
I thought cities were supposed to welcome folk of all walks of life. Clearly, I was mistaken.
Oh, now I've heard you speak. That's very apparent. Please, stop wasting my time. You and I have nothing more to say to one another.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us, not these intruders.
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make trouble.
Got ya! Too slow! I got you!
Criminals, and we won't have them.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
You're coddling these vagabonds and don't give a rat's arse about honest citizens.
Got ya! Too slow! I got you!
You, turn around and toddle your way right back out of here. Everything in this barn has been donated for the refugees, not you. Now piss off. I'm doing my job. You can win the shop elsewhere. Now are you going to clear off or not? In case little weasels like you come sniffing around.
All these people, fleeing for their lives, only to be corralled like cattle.
Christine didn't clean the cookware, Mother Mona.
Brunch isn't looking so good, Neil.
Karen, you know the route.
We need to get into the city.
Your wife, please.
Can't leave Grunch behind, though.
Pots. I'll just
Can't.
What are we gonna do in the city?
How did the wine sack get empty, Garen?
Even if we got
bet
Grunch
somebody
into
drunk
the
it,
city
Ma.
with us, might even be me. Oh, I think
You're no sauce. I'd put my money on Christine. Seems like a good moment to talk.
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel, reduced to beggars.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
Bex died. Bex is dead. I'm alive, but for what? I'm no one without Bex.
Your wife, please.
I'll do it.
Well, hello.
Oh, I think he can look out for himself.
Tread carefully.
How did the wine sack get empty, Garen?
I bet somebody drank it,
dull
Mom.
moment. With haste.
Oh,
You're no sauce. I put my money on.
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate? Well, whatever you've heard, the reality might not be quite so rosy. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you had a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous. Tensions. That's putting it mildly. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldurians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget. The Flaming Fist isn't what it used to be. It's grown weak, corruptible, soft. It's down to honest citizens like me to stand up for what's right, uniform or no. That lot round the front, they've got it coming to them. Ha! What peace. If no one steps in, there'll be bodies piled high in the streets before long. People here have gone soft, living behind the city walls, forgotten what it's like to live one day from destruction. I say we march round there and slit a few bellies, remind them how much worse things could be. What do you say? Why does it matter? Innocence makes the blood run clearer.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat. He shivers at the thought. When you find the Lordling, tell him Orin is watching.
So Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
Christine didn't clean the cookware, Mother Mona.
The city.
Again.
Can't
Garen, you
leave
know
Crunch
the rule.
behind, though.
We cook, your wife
Just
cleans.
can't.
It's only a couple of pots. I'll do it.
I wish the cook hadn't burnt my farm though.
Just a little singed, eh, Scotty?
How did the wine sack get empty, Garen?
We got Grunch into the city with us. What would he do there? Oh, I think he can look out for himself once he's here. Then I guess he better get there. Let's see.
Oh, gods! Are they gonna say it? What happens if they don't say it? Yes! Oh, goodness, yes! I am a good dog! Fantastic stuff! Oh, yes, you're lovely. You can come back.
What are we gonna do in the city?
Pretty sure they'll need laborers to shore up the walls for you.
You're right. I thought that.
I'm not paid to defend civilians.
Grange isn't looking so good now.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. I don't give a shit about all that. It's how I've been treated, which is the real travesty. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum.
Imagine upending someone's life in the name of bureaucracy. People are out of touch here.
I should be loins deep in Sharess's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
Not for any reason.
Or even at all.
Now, mind your tongues. Leave Christine to me.
You remember that spiced apple loaf we had in Waterdeep? Oh, the big one.
God, I can practically smell it.
Shut it! Scavenge whatever you can from this mess. We'll make something out of it.
Open up.
We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind. Take the wood from the cart too.
Something
That'll be good
here,
for fire,
I
if
hope.
nothing else.
Find us bloody keepers, I say.
Bloody savages
That's
alone.
curious.
We're as desperate as the rest of these savages. They just had the sense to move quicker than us.
You do nothing. The innocent will suffer just as long. You have made good choices.
I wasn't thinking. Starving folk tend not to.
And taking their fair shares.
If won't get us fed.
Our people.
Can I help you? This is a private picnic.
You remember that spiced apple loaf we had in Waterdeep? Oh, the big one.
Pretty sure they'll need laborers to shore up the walls for you.
You're right. I thought that.
Shut it. Scavenge whatever you can from this mess.
That foul shapeshifter Orin is like a scavenger beast, probing us for weaknesses. Do not let her shake your resolve. I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well, and Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return. and see it for ourselves. Wherever you need me, I'll be right here in camp. Take care out there.
Orin toys with us where she could destroy us. Whatever her motivations, I hope she reveals them quickly.
Orin's little display was just intended to rattle us. We mustn't let her succeed, but need to stay alert all the same. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer? I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos. I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him. And if I can seize that almighty power for myself, well, all the better.
Fucking shapeshifter. She'll try to break our best asset, our trust. Fortunately, she's no match for our second best asset, me. Hell yes.
So Bal's chosen is a doppelganger. I should not be surprised. They have ever been among his favorite servants. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. Good.
Shape-shifting monstrosities of unknown origin. Doppelgangers are unnatural predators. Their latent empathic ability is helping them to know, imitate, and eventually replace their prey.
Exactly. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government, aid his rise to power. But Orin, he's more predator than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that. You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies, every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles. Would you? In time, then. Perhaps once you found a rocking chair for me to doze off in. Ask it.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Yes! We can play Wanna Cup.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
I have battled great evils, been mocked by villains of all sorts. But Orin, she is beyond even Thorm. Her mind is twisted beyond recognition. What is she capable of? And where will she strike next? Baldur's Gate is where I first raised a glass in toast at the tender age of 14, and got so tipsy from wine, I puked in Dillard Portier's bushes. It's where the flaming fist chased me after I'd stolen a peach from a cart in the Wide. I got a good chewing out over it too. It's where my father taught me to hold a rapier, to read books of lore, to know right from wrong. It's been 7 years since I left. It's no paradise, but it's home, and it's worth saving.
Orin, Skvar! Burn away the shadows she hides in, tear off her mask, and you'd reveal her for what she is, a shivering child.
I'm just a cat. Please, talk to Yenna. Well, why are you so nosy? Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like a cat and went off to spend her last life. Please don't. Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me.
Washing them? We only got away with what we have on. Look out for himself.
These clothes make me itch.
Welcome, adventurer. I take it you're new to Rivington. No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of weapons. Yes, I seem to have it all. Clubs, swords, maces, bows, cutting and gutting galore. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you? I provide a personalized service for my customers to make sure the weapon I choose is the perfect fit. Tell me, how do you like to kill? I see. Playing to your strengths. Keeping things simple. And when you kill someone, what do you feel? Killing holds no fear for you, does it? You understand what it takes and what it gives. One more question, if you'll humour me. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you? You'll do so much worse by the time I'm done with you.
Still rolling in the muck, I see. Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm-weakened brain. He'll find your weaknesses, stick a knife in the cracks and prise you apart. Unless you get him first. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward! Is that so? You've got some evil twin running round whacking people round the back of the head? I'll tell you now, you'll be seeing bloody double when I'm done with you. Well, I'm sure it were you. I'm almost certain. God's be damned, I don't know. I'd have sworn, but my head's pounding. I don't remember. I need a bloody drink. Go on, clear off. I've seen enough of your face today.
My wife and kid, are you?
Yes, sir. But if you do insist on continuing to be difficult...
Clear off! There's nothing in these caravans for you.
Stay back.
Everyone deserves the chance to make my house.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these spotters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property. I can't let them stay here. What if the little brat gets into the basement? My basement? Oh, nothing interesting, just materials. I'm a craftsman, you see.
This man is definitely lying. And he's really hoping you don't pry any further.
Look, I have some very valuable components in there. I need to get that lot out before they damage something. Who do you think you are? Zenobia? People are lining up to break into my property. Do something about it.
You paid us to protect you and your high-quality merchandise on the road. And we've since arrived at our destination. As I said, anything else is extra.
Ugh. This is the last time I hire someone from the guild. Fine. Here's the extra. Finish the job. Now, please show this meddler some of that famous Rivington hospitality.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Onward.
Do you know? I think we have given offense.
Choice but to keep going.
Let's spill some blood. Let's go.
Time to push my luck again.
red in tooth and claw. Into battle.
Make it hurt.
Still on my feet.
Well, some rest's better than none.
Never wanted the easy path.
G's for hire. Catchy, right?
Man, there is so much wrong with that name.
All right. You won. You won. What more do you want from me? Well, with Zenobia and the others gone, I don't suppose you'll take no for an answer. All right, they can stay. Are you happy now? Now I have to figure out what I'm going to do. A room can wait. After what you've put me through, I need a drink.
What are you calling this new business?
Heartless scum. I'm a reasonable woman. We could easily work something out in a house this big.
Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you. Same way lots of us did. Trying to get away from the army of the Absolute. If you had the chance to put a roof over your family's heads after being on the run for Torm knows how long, wouldn't you?
To threaten us. To threaten the children. Cinta was trembling.
She'll be all right. Brave girl.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
She's not brave. She's just learned.
What's up for discussion?
Now we don't have to leave. I'm gonna build a big house for all the rats. It's gonna be really fancy. You'll see.
I was sure we were about to be evicted.
I don't think the children could cope with being homeless again.
We're lucky there's still decent folk about.
Not asking for much.
Nearly there now. You see the city? Up on the hill.
Do try the grass, should it take your fancy. Such sweetness should be shared.
So don't make trouble.
Soon enough.
Everything you
Think about it. They're stuck here with no coin and nothing to do. You're going to hire all the refugees?
More than a handful, less than a bundle.
How many red caps are in a handful?
What do you get out of this? But not enough to organize the right thing to do, isn't it?
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers. You promised you'd get us inside the city. Said you'd do whatever it takes. That was before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint. What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in?
About to invade
A few days in a jail cell. At least we'd have a bed. Worst that can happen is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
You're such a scaredy cat.
Let me have a little peace and quiet, won't you?
Don't touch me. With pleasure.
No one stopped me yet.
You're such a scaredy cat.
I've got a long road ahead. Time to press ahead. I have something to ask.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate. Oh, but it is. This one has only just transformed. It is weak, vulnerable, its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on, kill it, absorb its power.
Come no closer, you. You. What are you? What am I sensing? You are like me. Like I was. A vessel yet to transform. Help me. I am so hungry. My vessel. He fought the transformation.
He found it excoriating. I can still taste his terror. It is delicious, but will not sustain me. We need to feed. We need a brain fresh and frantic to restore our strength. You are correct. I am ready.
What's hiding here? Let's see.
Cazador's nest of servants must be exterminated. Nothing less will do.
And if our children still live, what will happen to them if we attack? Our share of the food. We cannot build plans. They need to be wiped out. We will have to act for all our sakes. Nothing less will do.
If we fail, who will stand between them and the innocent?
If we do nothing, the innocent will suffer just the same. We have no good choices.
Forgive me. I know tears would not bring our children.
Rechtei hathran rust. Frey valdisk durovna. Frey vald iskablast.
You've clearly walked into some kind of ceremony, but it's nothing that you recognize. You do recognize the language, however. These people are Gur, a tribe of monster hunters, just like the one you met in the Hag's Swamp.
Im orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra. So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you. The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future. When we sent Gandrel after you, we wanted to interrogate you, to discover how to save our children and then destroy you. But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
We are not. But perhaps we can give you a chance to do deeds just as worthy of song. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr'Zar's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Khazad-dûr like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead. I spent 200 years bringing him victims. Each and every one was whisked away to be fed on that night.
But you never saw him feed yourself. He could keep prisoners for days before killing them. If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
I suppose. Yes. Yes. Revenge, I can do.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done.
There are so few of us left. Our strength was never numbers, but the bonds we share.
God, you're beautiful.
I'll destroy every last bloodsucker. I swear it.
There'll always be more. They spread like locusts.
Take the wood from the cart too. That'll be good for a fire, if nothing else.
Find this bloody keepers.
Another horde of refugees this morning.